Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.
She's already set to go. So she's set, and Pearly Ball is as well, because of Rocky Hurricane. Not sure about Rocky Hurricane, man. His stats not looking too great as far as what's being revealed to us, so... yeah, he could totally be a bust. I mean, look at this. His first 3 races, high-staked races, but he's still developing. He is a little bit of a later growth type. I'm kind of surprised by that. So you know what? I'm not going to give up on him yet. Still not hugely impressed by his stats, though. In all honesty, like, he's going to have to be really explosive for me to want to use him. That power rating sucks, the field rating is not good, and the health rating's okay. So, not liking what I'm seeing so far long-term for him. I will hold him off till next year, give him a little bit more time to develop. And we'll put him in that open, because I think that's all he can do. Yeah. Run him in an open 10 furlongs. He'll probably win that. He'll be a little bit stronger and less competition. Cafe Bronco moves up to A rank. Looking good so far. Bad stamina. Kind of surprised by that, to be honest. But he's 3 for 3. And he got his first grade 1 victory. That was at 7 furlongs as well. So... I think I will save him till next year as well. I don't think there's anything else he really needs to prove at this point. I'll run him in the Grade 3 God Mountain Stakes for next year. Storm Owl, did I get you in a race? No. I don't think Storm Owl will hit double S. I think they'll keep him just at S rank unless I really start to overachieve with them. But yeah, 14 starts in the top 3 out of his 17, or 14 finishes in the top 3 out of his 17 starts. 2 grade 1s back to back. He's on a winning streak, so Storm Owl's looking good. I think he'll be worth it. He has to take a break, so I will hold him till next year. And we'll race him in January at some point. Grade 2. Yeah, we'll race him in the Grade 2 Winter Stakes. That'll be perfect. He runs 9 to 11 furlongs. Nice Grade 2. I'll have an Impulse 132, though, if I wait. Okay, he'll have an Impulse for that Grade 2. I think that's fine. I think if he can win that race with 132, that'd probably be really good for his classification. And then Eastern Knife. They want him in the King Cup Autumn. Working on the mid-champ title with him. 7 Grade 1s. Eastern Knife doing what he's supposed to do. Gosh, I don't really want to run him that soon. But let's see. What else is available for him? You know what? In all honesty, I could put him in that race. That'll be his last one for the year. Yeah. I'll race him in that because I don't know who else is going to race in it. So, do that for King Cup, or in the King Cup Autumn for Eastern Knife. And that's everybody. So, we'll do another quick save. And, yeah, after we get through today, there shouldn't be a lot of racing in November. Yeah, we'll probably have half a dozen races. A little over half a dozen left to finish out. So, yeah, man. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. It's been a very good day. I would say one of my better days in recent memory as far as the amount of winning and consistent results we've had. I've only dropped a couple of races, and we still haven't finished worse than 5th today. So it's actually been an extremely productive day. We're figuring out who we're going to use. We're seeing who probably doesn't fit the plan. But, yeah, I think it's been extremely well. And we're going to close out this year. But this is a big, big week for us. World stage implications here. We have the World JF Cup on the dirt for 2-year-olds. We have the World JC Cup on the dirt for 2-year-olds. We have the World Sprint Cup for 3-year-olds on the dirt. We have the World Mile, going a mile on the turf. We have the World Distaff, going 9 furlongs on the dirt for 3-year-old fillies and up. And then we have the World Classic for 3-year-olds, going 10 furlongs on the dirt. Really big week. World Filly and Mare Turf Cup is actually the only race I'm not in. Irish Fleet is back. Man, imagine getting Irish Fleet back and just trying to use her with horses we have now, but nah. I'm going to leave that race open. And then we have the World Turf Cup going 12 furlongs. So, gosh, after we get through this week, yeah, we should be much closer to being done. So split this, take a break, and we'll come back for our last session here as we close out year 40 in Gallop Racer 2004. All right, ladies and gents, huge weekend coming. 8 races, all on the world stage. And Thompson, you are my best friend. I'm not accepting the challenge. September Sky, what is she running in? I didn't even see the race that she challenged me to. 20 races today, people. 20 races. Which, in all honesty, is not a lot, especially if I were live streaming this. Like, that's what I do in live streams. Like, 20 to 30 races on average. So, that's kind of what this video is. Basically, a live stream length video. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying. Because, again, it will be the last one for a couple of weeks for 2004. And then I'll bounce around other games. September Sky up into grade 3. I think this will be her last race. The thing, I've raced her since she was 2, and she's almost 8. It just doesn't feel like it, but she's been a blast. I've raced her about 7 times a year since she was 2. Mainly 3. First down dash is in this race, so it's our first time racing against her. That's exciting. Can we beat our stablemate? September Sky by Diamond Planet out of Autumn. She'll be in the breeding barn next year, but let's take a look at first down dash. Stablemate by Golden Boy out of Black Ruby. I let her go. She wasn't bad, but again, not worth keeping around for breeding. So first time running against her. This should be pretty fun. We'll see how this goes in this grade 3 Alexandria. It's been all business today. Usually in these videos I'll go on my tangents of just random life discussions I like to have, but I just feel like where we are in the playthrough, this has got to be a business oriented type of day because there's so much racing, there's so many horses I've wanted to for sure figure out whether or not I was keeping them or not keeping them, and I had to adapt that mindset today. So not the best start, trying to get her to the front. I have failed miserably, but it doesn't help when the AI want to run 7 wide across the track. Like, so stupid. But not the greatest start, and I kind of fell asleep on getting her to the front. So I'm going to try that. Gosh, stop running 6 wide. What are you doing? You know what? Screw it. And they have the whole backstretch to get sorted out. I just can't believe Tecmo never, programmed that to be more realistic, you know? No idea how this is going to go. Yeah, not a good race. She's wild contact. Imagine if she could still do well enough to finish somewhere. But that race was not set up for us. I didn't get her in the right spot to begin with. Getting her to the front could have been a difference maker. Is first down dash beating us? She's not, I don't think. No. Yeah, I don't know where first down dash is. Did we even hold on to 6th? 7th. But we beat our stablemate. We finished 7th. That is not a good way to send out September Sky, but that's my fault. I definitely didn't have her where she needed to be. Oh, we still hit our goal. Oh, we were supposed to finish 7th, not 6th. Well, thank goodness. Hitting our goal, even though that was a terrible race, that has me feeling better. So I think that'll be the last one for September Sky. Like, she's done what she's needed to do. There's nothing else I have to prove to her. Now, we get into the hardest part, arguably, of the entire year so far, is the world stage here in Texas. I forgot they did, a year or 2 with the Breeders' Cup in Texas? Because when I saw it in this game, I'm like, when did the Breeders' Cup happen in Texas? It was at a time where I wasn't really watching horse racing that much. I was much more focused, I think, on whatever I was doing in my life, which I think was playing, it was something. I was still, I think, knee-deep in playing sports for sure. I was playing sports all year round, so I didn't really keep up with certain things as much as I would have wanted to because I wasn't doing sports-related stuff. I was having to do school-related stuff. So yeah, but anyways, Extreme Kick, 2-year-old filly up in the World JF Cup, 8.5 furlongs on the dirt. Big Show is here. Happy World, Obvious Gourmet. Not giving our girl a chance. Big Show, that's a reasonable favorite. But I don't know, man. Extreme Kick, she looked pretty good in her debut, so I think they're underselling us a little bit. So don't be surprised if she wins this race. 6th favorite. I know how to run her. She is a serious closer. She's got the heart. She's so stacked, man. Now she's Toxic Blonde, for what it's worth. she is very good for passing on that close race okay ability, which Toxic Blonde inherited from her father, Blues Breeze. So I'm actually happy I used Blues Breeze for breeding because I wasn't thinking about it initially when I was racing him. So even though we didn't really use him for breeding all that much, like that close race okay passing down will be great. And if we can get a couple of horses from Extreme Kick, that's a guaranteed ability we'll be passing over. And again, close race okay, you know, it's hard not to benefit from that, right? So the World JF Cup here, huge race. Extreme Kick wins this, man. She could get a 2-year-old Filly of the Year award, potentially. I don't know. We'll see. I think this race will definitely give her that award if we can win. And we are off in the World JF Cup with Extreme Kick. And she's a closer. Fortunately, I can run our girl towards the back, save ground. Just got to get her going right on the spurt because Big Show is a very fast horse. In fact, where is Big Show? I want to keep eyes on that horse at all times. I still think we have a chance to win this, but I want to make sure that we... Okay, Big Show is going to be up there, so that's fine. She's going to be so easy to work with. Normal Opera has been great for that. Like, I can't recall any of his offspring have been difficult. Like, they've all been such easy horses to work with because their leg type is so flexible. So you can really run them anywhere on the track and they're going to be okay. Now, get her moving up now because we have to go a long way. She's got a great move here. Great run. Hopefully we can hold on. Come on, my girl. Here we go. There's closer. Oh, you gotta love it. Had to get in front of that horse. She's a little bit wild there on the inside. Straighten out, straighten out. Oh, she's still wild. That's my fault. Come on. Furlong left to go. Big Show's got us. Possibly. I don't know. She still has close race okay. This might not be over. Have a furlong. There's close race okay. Can we answer back? What a race. Oh, she's just going to hold. That's an awesome effort from Extreme Kick, man. That's an awesome effort. How can you knock a 2-year-old filly for finishing that close to a clear heavy favorite? And that is why she's going to be so great to use. Close race okay kept us in that fight. And, yeah, the stretch timing, I'm not going to get the best grade for that. I sent her a little bit wild, but this is a horse that was supposed to finish 6th. 3/4 of a length defeated by Big Show. They're still going to give me an S, which is incredible. So, she's so fun, man. She's so fun to work with. Formal Opera's offspring, I got to say, as far as their running style, it is really right up my alley. That's the only reason I've kept him around in the breeding barn for so long. It's not just because he's Secretariat. It's because literally what he gives you in his offspring, how his horses run, they are pretty close to like my ideal type of running type I want on a horse. A closer that's great on the dirt, that has some speed, that turn a foot. That was an awesome race for Extreme Kick. That was an awesome race. Big Show's a really good dirt horse, so like her just losing out by 3/4 of a length, that's not a big deal. I thought she fought her hardest. She was supposed to finish 6th, not even in the top 5. So future's looking bright for her. Green Crystal, we move on to the World J Cup. We got this horse just handed to us, I'm pretty sure. And we are the favorite. This should be our race to win. Green Crystal's been a pretty easy horse to work with in his own right. Check him out. He's pretty stacked. He has a great leg type similar to Formal Opera. So, like I said, these are the horses we're really having to rely on. And also a closer that can run pretty much anywhere from last place to 2nd place. So, I'll get on with it. I didn't mention, but my birthday is 30 minutes away from the time I'm recording this, which it'll be well over by the time this actually this is uploaded for you guys. Like, it'll be well over a week after my birthday has passed. But September 6th, just to let you guys know, I'm just thankful for another year to be in good health, as best of health as I can be. I certainly can still be taking better care of myself, but just happy to be in good health and happy to, you know, be present and able to record these YouTube videos, play Gallop Racer, just do the things, the simple things that bring me joy in life. And I'm thankful to have you guys around in the community and all your contributions and everything. I really appreciate it. Turning 32 today. 32. It's so kind of crazy to think about sometimes, because I remember still being in my 20s, like, oh, I can't imagine, you know, just once I hit 30, what it's gonna feel like, and it doesn't really feel any different. I've been through more life experiences, so I feel like I have a better grasp of life as a whole, you know. That's about it, though. Just trying to take better care of myself and all of that stuff. So, Green Crystal. I'm not really comfortable with where we're at right now. We're tucked to the rail. We're the favorite. So, kind of got myself boxed in, and these horses probably aren't going to move for us. So, I'm going to have to be really patient here. And we're 7 lengths off the lead. I'm not really liking this. But I kind of boxed myself in. Oh, the rail's freeing up. Oh, thank you. I didn't want to bump that horse, but I wanted to get that gap. So, I had to take a chance in doing that. So, Green Crystal lost a head-to-head, but he's still flying. Oh, my gosh. So Green Crystal can be demotivated by losing a head-to-head and then still runs away with it, clearing it by more than 5 lanes once it's all said and done. Insane. Wow. 2 for 2. Well, 1 for 2 so far on the world stage, I should say. It's another grade 1 victory for Green Crystal. What a guy, man. And like I said, that's a horse they just gave us, freely. So... Green Crystal, actually it's his first grade 1. 5 length winner over Moro Camara, as I said, and even with the contact, double S on the spurt. First grade 1 win for Green Crystal. That's fantastic. So our dirt pedigrees are going to be so strong in the future, man. We are getting better dirt horses every single year, and we're getting like really strong ones. So that is awesome. Great victory there for Green Crystal, winning it on the World J Cup stage, or the World Cup stage, I should say. Moving on to another grade 1. We are staying in Texas for the rest of this meet. Formal Method, she's up. Our 3-year-old filly in the World Sprint Cup. 6 furlongs on the dirt for the GWS Dirt. If she wants any chance of winning that title, she's got to win here today. I can't settle for anything worse than that. Eccentric Goal is going to be hard to beat. So is Recent Spirit. Happy Diamond's a good horse. The distance suits her much better. I should be able to run her at the front, and she shouldn't tire out too much. This is the race we have to win. This is a must-win, really. I feel like if I drop this, then I'm going to be extremely disappointed with myself. So we'll see. We will see. Big GWS implications here. Because if she doesn't win this race, she's not winning the title. There's only one more grade 1 dirt race after this. So if she doesn't win here today, that's it. Hopefully she can get it done. Good start. Got to send her to the front with a sense of urgency. I'm not playing around today. And it's only because we're running 6 furlongs. If this race was any longer, I would still try to send her to the front, but not with as much of an urgency. Who is that trying to run with me? Recent Spirit. Okay, respectable. You're a second favorite, so you can run with us. Okay, settle her down. 10-9 on that fraction was a little bit too hot. Recent Spirit's going to tuck in behind us. That's perfect. Much better pacing here today with Formal Method. She has a good heart rating. I'm just kind of going to let these horses do what they need to do, then I'll send her on the way. A little bit of a late start, but she should be able to kick into gear. Or did the 13 smoke us? 13 smoked us, yep. Another bad race for me. And who is that? Eccentric Goal. We probably weren't beating that horse to begin with, but too much stamina left. We're clearly second best. I don't know. It's so tricky to run her, man, because if you don't get it right, the race is ruined. I've sent her too early in races, and then we lost. I try to hold her to give her an advantage. We get smoked by 8 lanes. Like, oh, that's really frustrating, man. That's so frustrating, and I know that's on me. Like, she's such a good dirt horse, and I can't figure her out. It's extremely frustrating, man. Because I'm wasting her potential. She has 2 wins, and I've dropped 3, all in the GWS Dirt. Watch, if I take her out of the GWS Dirt Championship, she's winning her dirt races, which would be really frustrating because that would communicate. Well, 1, I'm not running her the best in the GWS dirt races, and 2, it's easier for her to win a non-super competitive dirt race. Man, that's really frustrating. Lockwood is up in this World Mile Cup, 8 furlongs on the turf. I think he needs to win this race. He's the second favorite. It's hard for me to shake losses like that, especially when I feel like I could do better. But again, I got scared from the races I ran her too hard in, and now I'm like overdoing it, you know. So I'm wasting her potential. That's what's annoying. That's 3 grade 1s she could have won, and she's sitting with, yeah, non-grade 1 victories for 3, her last 3. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with Formal Method. She's too good to not use her for breeding, but at the same time, it's like I am hurting her overall potential for breeding by not winning these races, you know? And that's what's frustrating. I can't get them back, so let's see what Lockwood can do here today. Still hoping he's the tier 1 horse I think he can be, but man, it's so hard for me to shake those type of losses. And I'm not having those type of races with anybody else. It's just Formal Method. I'm struggling with her for some weird reason. I think if she had better stamina, it'd be a lot better. And I would prefer if she wasn't a front runner either. Because again, with not having a front runner that doesn't have above 70 stamina, I always have issues with those horses. It's just not the way I want to run. So it just makes things a lot harder for me to kind of gauge with the spurt timing. And, yeah, it's just frustrating, man. Because, again, you know the horse's potential. She's a fast horse with a great heart rating, and I can't figure out how to get her in that window. So frustrating, man. So no more GWS dirt for her. Even though there's still one more GWS dirt race, technically. You know? Now, Lockwood has plenty left in the take. He should be able to hold on to this pretty strong, and he does. I said I needed to bounce back with Lockwood, and we do. You know, that's a good sign. It's a good sign for Lockwood. Getting a win, World Mile Cup, that is huge. And that's going to be Lockwood's 5th grade 1 victory at a mile. He's one more win away at 8 furlongs from a mile champ. He could still get that by the end of the year. Let's go, my boy. Lockwood getting the win. And there it is, as I do the windmill. Lockwood wins the World Mile Cup. Has me feeling better, even though I'm still cheesed about that Formal Method race because I feel like I'm wasting our potential. But that is what you want to see from Lockwood. And yeah, I think he's made a clear statement. He is still a tier 1 horse for sure. Major River up in the World Distaff. She's a second favorite behind Desert Monster. I think we can beat Desert Monster today, to be honest with you. Winner place, Major River. She's at her peak. Let's get the win. World Distaff. So, good meet overall. 5th grade 1 coming up. We're 2 for 2. We're 2 for 4 so far, I should say. So not bad. Extreme Cake did the best she could. I don't think we were winning that even on our best day. Everybody else has done what they've needed to do. Formal Method, again, still cheesed about that and disappointed with myself. I don't know what to do with her. It's frustrating. I wish it wasn't like that, but just can't figure it out with her. I don't know why I won her first 2. And granted, like I said, if I drop her to like a lower class grade 1, she'll probably win that. It's just frustrating I can't win the GWS dirt races with her considering how good she is statistically. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to bother me until I race with her again. And the thing is, I think there's only another 3 regular dirt grade 1s or 3 dirt grade 1s remaining period before the year is over, and one of those is a GWS dirt. Little Mai's supposed to be racing. We haven't raced with her at all today. She's supposed to be in that GWS dirt fight, and for some reason she hasn't popped up. I wonder if I've Have I given her a layoff, or have I forgot to put her in a race? I don't know. Formal Method may be a broodmare that I may only have to use 1 year because I'm just not achieving what I need to with her on track so far. Alright, let's see how Major River fights. She's got plenty left in the tank. She's got a good run off of turn 4. Major River could make this happen. Oh, she's checked out. Major River. You see, like, I can't do these things with Formal Method for some weird reason. I think it's her leg type and then her stamina not being where I want it to be. I think it's the combination of both of those things that are kind of messing me up with her. Major River, on the other hand, though, her endurance isn't great, but it's higher than Formal Method's. And the fact that she wants to run at the back, that also gives her an advantage. She wins the World Distaff. And that is Major River's third Grade 1 victory, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, third Grade 1, and she sets a record. So Major River, halfway to a Dirt Champ title, looking fantastic. And, yeah, Major River looking like the better dirt horse between her and Formal Method. And Formal Method is technically, statistically better, but not doing it with her. Anyways, World Classic. Oh, here's Little Mai. She's in this dirt race. I'm like, where is she? It's going to be a tough race, though. Electric Arrow, Wonder Whale. I mean, the dirt's been so competitive this year. It's crazy. Yeah, it's going to be tough. She's okay, but she's going to have to do really, really well here today to get this dub. Anything's possible, so we'll see. I was just talking about her. Didn't know how long it was from her last race, but she's on track now. Super competitive field, man. If we're able to beat Wonder Whale and Electric Arrow in the same race without a revolution, that would be insane. Absolutely insane. World Classic. Game will never tell me her light type until I probably retire her. She's basically a closer, so. Because again, she comes from former opera. All of his offspring so far have wanted to run at the back, so she's no different. Yeah, so like I said, it's been a good episode. We know what we're working with. Dirt-wise, we have a lot of options to choose from. I still think I'll retire Formal Method for breeding. I just feel like she's probably not going to be as valuable as she can be because I've just dropped, so far in her career, too many races that should have been wins or at least better efforts, you know. So I definitely feel like what we get from her may be questionable, not statistically, but merit alone. I don't know. If I use her with the right dirt sire, that could make it worthwhile, hopefully, but I gotta figure it out. If I can get her into the Hall of Fame, I'm gonna have to race her in easier dirt races just to give her a better overall record, you know. I could have stayed to the inside. I didn't want to take that trip. Gotta work with Little Mai. We gotta work. We gotta go now. Gotta go now. She's got a long way to go. That horse is bumping me. You're going to keep bumping me. That's fine. I'm going to stay where I'm at. Wonder Whale's checked out, or is that Electric Arrow? I don't know. Nope, Wonder Whale. Little Mai, clearly the second best. Man, if I would have had her a little bit closer, we could have potentially beaten Wonder Whale. That's actually a great effort for her, considering she was supposed to finish 7th. But I didn't know if the rail was going to free up. I didn't want to take the chance, since she had to run towards the back. 2.5 lengths behind Wonder Whale. She clears Electric Arrow. But, Riviera's not even happy. I think its conditions started to deteriorate. Well, yeah, bro. She peaked like 2 years ago, man. She's certainly not at her best anymore, but she's still that competitive. So, yeah. Let me see. This is day 255. Still continued Glam Queen up in the World Turf Cup. This is race number 28. My gosh. We're still not even through the year yet. This is insane. Lamb Queen, 5th favorite. Again, competitive field. All of these races have been extremely competitive. We've had no real walk-in races with this GWS championship the entire summer. Heading into fall, she's top 5. So I don't know her stamina or her power, but she's strong enough to win this. By Gentle House out of Free Fear. I can run her first or I can run her last. I feel like she should have good stamina. I think she does. I think Gentle House has close to double S stam. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how the start goes. Again, if the AI want to go super fast, I'll probably drop her to last. But it puts a little bit more pressure on me to make sure I get her started right, which been a little off on some of my spurts with some of our horses. You know, that's a race where I wish I would have been in a better spot with Little Mai, but again, I didn't trust the inside being open for us, so I had to take that wider trip, and Wonder Whale, as good as he is, he'll always benefit off of hugging that rail, so. Okay. Yeah, I want to set the pace with Glam Queen today. I think that's going to dictate whether we win or lose this race. Got to keep her in front. As long as I can do that, I think she'll be all right. And again, I trust she should have good stamina. I think she does. Who is that? Stay behind. Obvious point. You have no chance today. Don't even try it. Okay, so we can set the pace with Glam Queen. That's good. It's been a while since I've been able to go out front and just set a comfortable pace. I feel like most races, it's just the AI wanting to essentially go to the moon with the gap they want to set from first place to, you know, last or second. But Glam Queen, she's a tier 1 horse in the making. I mean, she is a tier 1 horse. I shouldn't even say in the making. She's doing extremely well so far. She has 2 grade 1 wins, 2 grade 2s, 2 grade 3s. I think she's only dropped 1 race her career, so she's exceptionally consistent so far. Yep. Overall, still, we're doing what we need to do with a majority of our horses, and that's all we can really focus on. I don't really have to do anything with Glam Queen yet. I can send her now. Who is that trying to run with us? That's Strong Cloud, the 2nd favorite. I don't think so. Not today. Not today. It's a tough race. Can Glam Queen answer back? She has no ability. Strong Cloud's going to get us. Wow. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. A race we totally should have won. I feel like I kind of dropped the ball there in those last couple of races. You know, we should have won more than we did. She finished, I mean, she's supposed to finish 5th. We beat the favorite. Wasn't expecting Strong Cloud, but yeah, that's a race we should have won. I didn't expect that horse to actually get that good of a jump that it did, so that's frustrating. Yeah, mixed emotions. I mean, we did well and then we didn't, I feel like. September Sky, I had her out of place. I botched her race. Extreme Kick, I don't think she was winning as well as she did. We won with Green Crystal. I dropped the ball with Formal Method. I really felt she should have won that sprint. Lockwood did end up getting his win. Major Ripper got hers. Little Mai, again, I think we were kind of just limited with availability of space on the track. She still finished extremely well. And our race with Glam Queen, I mean, nobody was expecting Cloud to get up there, but still thought I could have won with her. So, yeah, I would say Formal Method, yeah. I wish that was a better, it was good. Don't get me wrong. I'm being hard on myself, but there were races I felt we should have won. Lockwood is still in there for the GWS Sprint. Wow. He still has a chance. It's going to be tough. Far Midnight has to do really bad in the next GWS Sprint race, but if we can win, and Far Midnight may not even be there, Lockwood could actually become a GWS Sprint champion. Glam Queen, 4 points away. She still has a chance. I think there's still 2 more GWS Turf races, so Angel Hearts and Glam Queen both have a chance. And then in the dirt, we're only 6 points behind with Little Mai as well. So technically speaking, we're still in it for every championship. I mean, I have to absolutely hit it on all cylinders as far as our performance in these next couple of races. Let's get Glam Queen set up. Gosh, she's not gonna be in the green though, barely. She won't even be ready to run that independent. So actually, Glam Queen's gonna miss out. She's gonna miss out on the GWS turf, and that's really unfortunate. But yeah, she's been running really hard. 33 heart rating. What am I supposed to do? My only hopes maybe with her is to try her again as a 4-year-old next year. You know, I don't think it's worth it. She won't be at 100%. That's going to make it harder. Like, would you run your horse? She's not going to be in any condition for the Continental. And because her health rating is so bad, I don't want it to be to the point where she can't race for a long, long time. You know, I already have to wait quite a bit, but yeah, it's really unfortunate. Just, yeah, not in good shape. I'm not going to do it to her. As close as she is, I still think she should be strong enough next year to hopefully get us that win, get us her GWS title, whatever it may be. So she still had a great year as a 3-year-old. 7 wins out of 9 starts. Never finished worse than second. 2 grade 1s only, but she's been extremely consistent. Statistically, she looks great. Does she have dirt in her pedigree? Free Fear, she might. Well, either way. Gonna wait to race her next year. She won't be racing probably till... Gosh, she won't be racing till March? So she won't be in the blue, but she'll be in the green. What's the impost here? 132? That's not terrible, but I want to race her in a better race, so she doesn't want to wait that long. Grade 3 Mississippi. She'll have a handicap. I think that's the best thing to do. Yep. Grade 3 in March for her. Not ideal race I want for her, but it's the best thing she can do. So let's see who else I need to get into races as we finish out this year. Finally at the end point of it, Little Mai. Get her going. She still has a chance for the dirt. 6 grade 1 wins, 12 wins out of 16 starts. 15 finishes in the top 2. Extremely consistent for a dirt horse. Yeah. She'll have to run in this Independence, but at least she'll be ready for it. Unfortunately, she has a much better rating than her stablemate Glam Queen, so she'll be ready for that. Major River. Do I already have her set up for a grade 3? No. That was what they wanted her in. Give her the Tokyo Cup. At the end of the year? I think that'd be a good race for her. Actually, let me decide what I'm going to do with formal method first, because I mean, she's not going to win the GWS dirt. Like, look at her stats. The stamina's not terrible. Her response is okay. Her feel is good, but I don't know what it is with her. I'm just back-to-back 3 races she should have won. So what we're gonna do, I might put her in that Tokyo Cup just to see how she closes out the year. 10 furlongs, still a bit long. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm not feeling really confident with her right now, but like there's no other short grade 1 dirt races for her to do. You know what I mean? So I feel like the Tokyo Cup, gotta see if she can win it. I know it's still longer than what she prefers, but has she won at 10 at all? I mean, she won the Louisville Oaks, then she won the Preakness Stakes at 9.5. Drop the Tokyo Derby, drop the first stakes at 9, drop the music stakes, drop the World Sprint. Yeah, that's too many races in a row. Out of 6 races, she technically should be undefeated. That's the crazy thing. That's how you know I don't know what it is about her. And I can already retire her. I'm not going to do that, though. To be honest, I feel like I need to make up for her losses. So she's a horse I may race a little bit longer just to make up for those lost wins, you know? Because if I'm going to struggle to get the right grade 1s with her, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I'm going to put Major River in the Kyoto to kick off the year. That'll be good for her. Lockwood. I think Lockwood should be done for the year. World Mile. Oh, no. I did want to still try to win that sprint with him. We'll put him in the China Mile. He'll be in the green, but if he wins that, could be a GWS Sprint champion when it's all said and done. Formal methods clear. Green Crystal. Don't really know what to do with you, to be honest. 8 to 12. I don't think there's going to be an available dirt race for him either. Oh, the Jupiter? 8.5. It's either that or Extreme Kick. Let me see. Maybe she can run in that race. Extreme Kick. Can you run in the Jupiter? If you can, I'll put you there. She can. Well, she can run the Uranus. That's actually better. So she'll run a 2-year-old race. That'll be her last of the year. That means Green Crystal will put you in the Jupiter. That'll be your last of the year. September Sky. I think that'll be her last race that she ran. Nothing left for her to prove. 13 grade 1s. 21 wins. She's done enough. I just gotta wait. Make sure she's registered as an original. And let's get through these last bunches of races to close out year 40, finally. So, yeah. I'll just put her in a race next year. She'll be retired before then, so it's fine. That'll be it for September Sky. I think everybody's good. Little Vixen will be up. Major River's good. Crazy Hunter's done. Delta Dream, he'll have one more grade 3. Next year he'll be done. Pearly Ball will kick off the year. Classy and Smart is done. Eastside Band will be up in the Neptune. First Down Dash, I'm letting her go. Little Mai will be up in the Independence. Point Black, letting her go. Rapid Blade still has a shot. Storm Owl will be back next year. Eastern Knife, he'll be up today. Naked Chariot, he has a long growth type, so we'll race him every couple of months. Angel Hearts, close out the year. Glam Queen, she needs the layoff. She's had a fantastic year, so I'm fine giving her the layoff. Lockwood will still be up, trying to win a GWS Sprint. Marksman, I'm letting go. Desert Runner has a late growth type. Irish Hill, still growing. He'll be at his peak probably next year. No guarantee I'll use him from breeding. I like his abilities, and I like his leg type, but we'll see how he does. Formal Method, hopefully I can win the Tokyo Cup. If not, I don't know if she's going to be a dirt champion even. I mean, if anything, I'll just have to run her in the ideal, dirt sprints between 6 and 8. I know I'm running her outside of her distance, but you guys gotta understand, there's not a bunch of dirt sprints in this game. So most of the dirt grade 1s are like 9 furlongs or longer. You know what I mean? So you don't really have that many options for the shorter distances. So depending on how she does at this Tokyo Cup, I'll just try to win as many grade 3s and grade 2s with her. She'll just have to be that type of dirt horse, since the grade 1s I'm just struggling with. Green Crystal, he'll be up his last race. Cafe Bronco, he'll kick off the year next time. Common Inspector will be up pretty soon. Same thing with Flying Home, Revenge, so on and so forth. So not too many races left. In fact, let me count from top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 races still to close out the year. This is my problem. This is why I don't want too many horses, because this is just taking way too long. And I really wanted to get this done today. It's already late. 18 races still to go. Ay. That's insane. Precious Seems up in this 9 furlong open. This will be his last race for the win for the year. Winner place. That means by the end of this video, it'll be almost 50 races I would have done. That's insane. I'm really determined to get this done today, so I'll see what I can do. Unless I divide this video into 2 parts. But again, I don't know when's the next time I'll be playing this game. That's kind of why I want to get it done now. 18 races. That's insane. This is the last time I'm ever playing with this many horses in this game. It's just too much, man. It takes forever to progress. I just hate it. Like, I was okay with having more horses until I realized it was going to slow our progression down so much. Like, I didn't foresee that being such a huge issue, but here we are. Yeah, 18 races, that's so much, man. So here's what I'm going to do. Either I'm going to continue to do them in this current recording session, and then they will be included in this video, or I will take a break from recording and come back, in a couple of days and finish, and then just add those remaining races to this video. That's probably what I'll end up doing, because it's already late, and that means another 18 will probably take me another hour at this point. I just don't know if I'm trying to do that, but we'll see. I definitely need to eat. I'm hungry right now. Just kind of waiting to get done with this, but we'll see. I just didn't think we had 18. I thought we maybe had like 10 at least. 18 is crazy. And because it's an open and the rest of the rest of this field is kind of garbage, Precious Scene is going to get the job done. Field's going to close. Field is closing. Field's still closing. Come on, buddy. There we go. All right. Good victory there for Precious Scene. Does what he needs to do. And I've been recording so long that my playlist has ended. That lets you know. It was like 2.5 hour playlist. Actually, 2 hours and 45-minute playlist. So that tells you how long this took. So we'll see, man. 5-length winner over Bloody Liquid. Why would they allow the random name generator to come up with that? That's that's so stupid. Bloody Liquid. That is a gross name, honestly. That's so bad. Like, why would you do that? Little Vixen. I think this will be her last race as well for the year. Grade 2, expected to finish 6th. Over odds. Let you look at her for the last time. She's been great. She's 6 years old, turning 7. But again, we have breeding plans with her next year. Diamond Plan by Pink Gemstone. She's been a blast. Send her out on a high note. Let's try to get her a win, or at least a 2nd place finish in the Grade 2 Swan. At this rate, it's looking like I'm definitely going to have to come back and finish these races. I've been recording already for however long this has been. I don't even know. Well over 2 hours, right? And I've had a 4-hour video before, but I definitely did that in multiple parts. I was just hoping I could get today's session done in one sitting, but don't think it's going to happen. I didn't get back home from work till a little bit late, so that's why I'm doing this. But I'm glad to know how many horses I really need to drop. Like, I feel so much better letting some horses go. Now knowing just how having too many contributes to taking forever to progress in this game. Like, I'm completely fine dropping our horses down to like 15 at some point. We'll get there. I don't know how. I eventually want to staff 15 tops. We'll get through so much faster. We really will. So, last race for Little Vixen here. Let's see if she can get it done. It's just us and Desert Bridge until the 9-horse Little Luck decides to close and probably put us out of our misery here, but Little Vixen's still fighting hard. I said 2nd place is what I want. Will she get it? I don't know. She may. Oh, that's going to be close. I think she just held on for 2nd. Yes, she does. Showing you the consistency of her mother still as a 6-year-old about to turn 7. Little Vixen will end on that note. And we'll check her stats. I won't retire. I can't retire her yet because all of our 8 current brood mares have foals that have yet to be born. But still, great race for Little Vixen. She's essentially done that all her career. And I think that's a good high note to retire her on. Okay, 2 races done. 16 or 15 more to go. Maybe I can actually get all this done. King Cup Autumn with Eastern Knife. He's the favorite. He should win this. His last race of the year. Let's just get it done. I might be able to get these done, actually. I might be able to. We're already on race 3, so... in fact, I'm going to skip all this, too. Just get to it. We know who it is. It's Eastern Knife. Should win this. End his year on a great note as well. There we go. I just hope you guys have enjoyed today. That's really all that matters. As long as you've enjoyed the episode. And like I said, we've done well. I've dropped some races. Definitely had some frustrating moments with Formal Method. That's like the highlight of my frustration today. Not figuring it out with Formal Method, but it's something about her. I don't know what. I'm winning on all the other dirt horses like we need to. She's the only one I'm struggling with, so there's a clear reason for that. I really do think if she had a different leg type, I'd be doing so much better. Like if she was a mid runner, I think that would benefit her more, to be honest. As fast as she is, she's not like a strong front runner for some reason. I don't believe she is. Not for me. Not saying she isn't for anybody else, but for me, she's not like my ideal front runner I'd want on a dirt horse. So, it is what it is. But yeah. We'll see. Gosh, so many races. I mean, how many times have I raced this year? I just need to look at my jockey record. We'll say like what, 120 plus meets. Like that means I was racing how many times a week? All right, we should be good here with the Eastern Knife. I'm not worried. We'll pull away. We should. Clear Charm, good horse. Red Ending, also a good horse, but Eastern Knife pulling away now. King Cup Autumn, making it look easy at 10 furlongs. And it's going to be another Grade 1 victory for Eastern Knife. He's already a long champ. He's working on the mid-champ title as we speak. And that's an easy win at 10 furlongs for Eastern Knife. Gets it done. That's his 7th Grade 1 victory. So easy with him, but he's such a stacked horse. What else would you expect? Eastern Knife getting it done. And the King Cup Autumn. Where did that go? 1.5 length winner. Makes it look easy. Okay, so there's 3 races done and out of the way. Let's make sure we get them in races before I end up forgetting. Oh, Turner, shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Please and thank you. All right, Little Vixen, you're done. 9 Grade 1 wins. 18 wins total. She's a GWS Sprint champion. That's all she needs. So we'll put her... Oh, imagine that. She's still competitive enough where she wants to still race. I have to wait until... I can't even give her a layoff. She does have a sustained growth type. Would it be worth racing her for another year just to try to stack wins? I mean, we've still been struggling to win races. In fact, she hasn't won in a while, so I don't really know what to do. I know she'll carry such serious handicaps in these opens. I don't want to take those chances with her. Gonna run her in a Grade 3. Wow. So I still want to retire her for breeding next year. But if it doesn't make sense to retire her, and if I can get a couple more wins out of her, but her stamina's at 51, her heart's at 52, never mind. Never mind. Definitely need to retire her. It's going to be harder for us to win races. Eastern Knife, 7 Grade 1 victories. No, 8. Actually, I lied. 8 Grade 1 victories. Holy crap. 13 wins. He's never finished worse than second. He's at his peak. Sky's the limit with this guy. We'll give him a lengthy layoff. And when I say lengthy, I mean as long as the game will let me, which isn't very long. Unbelievable. But I mean, he's still at his peak, so that makes sense. But I can't run him anywhere reasonably except for this Grade 3. 134 handicap. He's just going to have to carry it. There's nothing I can do. So the beginning of the year is going to be really heavy with a lot of races for us. All right, but that's it. everybody's scheduled, ready to go. 3 more races coming up. Let's try to knock these out. And see how many more we have after that. Well, I should be down to 12, so maybe I can get all this done. Flying Home, up in a grade 3, going 7 furlongs. She is the favorite. Main asset, the number 2 horse, will give us a challenge, I'm sure. That's all we can do with Flying Home right now. Response and field rating don't look great so far. By Heat Stargazing out of Real Happy. She'll either be really good or really not good. Or she'll be average. So I don't know. Jury's still out on her. We'll see. She doesn't feel like a grade 1 horse yet, so that's for sure. But yeah. Really want to get through this. So actually, if you guys don't mind, in the comment section or the Discord below, because by the time this video is uploaded, I'll be close to playing the game again. So I won't play the game again until this episode is uploaded. So even if it's 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks, that's the next time I'm playing the game. So with Formal Method, in your honest opinion, what do you think it is that like I can't get with her? Like, do you think it's the leg type that's messing me up with her? Do you think it's her stamina? Is it just the timing alone? Because again, I won her first 2 races, and now I've been on a slumper, which means I had her figured out in the beginning with easier competition, and now I'm struggling against heavier competition. And only with her. Our other dirt horses were doing fine. We're punching well above our weight. So great runoff here for Flying Home as the ambulance goes by. And this is the type of effort I was hoping to see from her, and she is running away with this. So jury's still out, but this is a good bounce back for her. Hopefully more will be revealed. Plenty of stamina left in the tank as well, which her stamina should be in the mid-70s based off of her father and her mother's stamina. So that's a good sign for Flying Home. And she gets it done. Wins the grade 3 Fantasy Stakes. And that will be her first grade 3 victory. So, all right for Flying Home. 3.5 length winner over main asset. Course loss. She handled it like a pro. Position was good. Double S on the spurt. That's what I want. Keep on chipping away. Keep on chipping away. Next up, grade 2, 12.5 with Desert Runner. 3rd favorite. Argentina. He's really fun to work with, man. I'm really glad I picked this guy up. So, I think he'll be good for a endurance pedigree line I want to get going. Because we have endurance-based horses, clearly, but we don't have, like, a serious line of endurance horses going, I don't think. Like, our horses are just getting progressively better stamina, but there's no line, like, pedigree dedicated to just endurance alone. That's what I want him to kind of be a part of, you know? Like, if I still have Cleopatra, well, I don't even know. Cleopatra may or may not still be around by that time, or Galaxy Star. They both had really good longer endurance type of running. But we'll see. I don't know. He still has a couple more years of racing left, so realistically, like, whoever's around at that time is who I'm going to have to use. I'm not even sure if any of the broodmares that just named will still be around. Because, again, trying to keep our broodmares and studs fresh. We're only going to do 4 breeding combinations a year total, which means any one of the 4 could fail, or all of them could not work, or 3 of them could not work, or they all could succeed. But 4 maximum is what I'll do. So only 4 fresh yearlings will be born every year. And again, to avoid inbreeding and to make sure we're getting just good, healthy genetics and diversity in our pedigrees, we'll be rotating our broodmares and studs pretty frequently. Like, most studs, at most, will sire 2 to 4 foals tops. I don't think I'm going above 4 anymore. Most broodmares are only probably going to give us 2 to 4 as well. Just depends. A really good broodmare I will definitely use more than twice, but you know, she's got to be extremely consistent for that. But we have so many horses now, like, I think rotating them for the next couple of years is going to be best for us. And then eventually, once we settle down, we'll have better numbers on our side. We will have less horses, so we'll be able to, I think, have better pickings of who we use for breeding and who we don't. Okay, so here we go, Desert Runner, 3rd favorite. We should have the best endurance in this race. We'll see how this works. Long way to go still. Third place is not looking too hot. Still fighting. Maybe we'll come back alive at the end, but Desert Runner may not even hit his goal here today in this grade 2. And I don't know if it might be the level of competition. I just don't know if he's ready for it yet. But he's third place. I don't know what they wanted me to do differently to finish there. We finished 9th. That's actually the worst result I've had today. That's insane. Yeah, not a good race at all. Positioning, I mean, I had him in last when he was supposed to be second to last, whatever. Spurt wasn't the best, but yeah. Don't know if he's ready for grade 2s yet. It's not saying he can't run in them, period, but don't think that's the right move currently. So I'll stick him to opens and grade 3s still until he gets closer to his peak. Whispering Gold up in the grade 1 Canopus, running 10 furlongs, second favorite behind Red Hill. Red Hill's a pretty darn good horse. I've been saying it the last few episodes. We have had some tough horses to run against in this game. I cannot express that enough, and I'm not over exaggerating. These are really good horses in this series. So here's Whispering Gold, 88 heart, 76 power. Everything else is mediocre. He should have last corner leader. Should be able to win this race with them. Let's try to bounce back. Yeah, when all is said and done, it'll be close to 50 races. I think 48 is where we'll finish, I think, at the end of this year, which is crazy. No, more than that. Because I forgot, I'm still going to have to probably enter a horse in one of those China races at the end of the month in December. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm getting through this today. Yeah, not a good race there for Desert Runner. And that's a distance he should be able to run, but again, just didn't feel like he was comfortable that entire race, and I generally feel like the pace kind of took him out. I wasn't really running him that hard, and I got him started on his spurt a little bit early, but that's what you have to do with a long-distance horse. You can't hold back too long from a horse that's sitting second to last or off the pace. You have to get them going sooner. I just think that race was too tough for him. I think the level of competition was a bit higher than what he can run against currently. Like, if that's a grade 3, I think we stand a better chance of finishing well, and if that's an open, we're probably winning it. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's ready for grade 2s yet. Red Hill, where are you? There's Red Hill. Maybe that horse runs into traffic and we kind of lucked out. But Whispering Gold is strong enough that hopefully he can get the dub on merit. Yeah. It's like we're so close to finishing. I would hate to just only come back to do like 12 races one day. You know what I mean? I just feel like I'm already in like the Gallop racer rhythm. But I've done episodes where we've had only 8 races ran, so it's not the worst thing. Okay. This should be a cakewalk. I mean, Red Hill is still gonna run after us, but grit always helps. That's why I love Arctic Crop. That's why I love horses with Arctic Crop in their pedigree. So it really helps you out a lot. And Whispering Gold is just gonna hold on there. Didn't mean to do that last tap of the whip. Gets the Canopus done, and I believe that's his second grade 1. That's a big win for our boy. Let's go. Whispering Gold gets it done. Canopus Stakes winner. And yeah, that's his second grade 1. He won at 6, and now he wins at 10. So 2-year-old showing true potential, beats the favorite Red Hill by a length. Almost a perfect race. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That would have been really bad. All right. So, horrible race with Desert Runner. Think he was outclassed, but everybody else looked good. So how many races do we have here? No races in this week, so actually I'm going to go... let's go ahead and put everybody in a race. Flying Home. C-Rank, they won her in the Philly Cup. See, that's a race I have to do. You know what I mean? Like, she needs to run in that because there's nobody else that's going to do that for her, and she's 3 for 3. Safe to say I'm probably not finishing this episode today because there's a couple horses I'm probably still going to have to pop into races. Now, Whispering Gold, he might be done for the year. 76 power rating, which I think I already knew, right? Still not, look, counterclockwise not good. Okay. But yeah, he's done well, man. He's done well enough. He can take a layoff until next year. Then we'll see what he's ready for. Race him in the grade 3. Gonna be a very busy January for us. And then Desert Runner. Pretty sure you were outclassed. Yeah, he's not going to peak until he's almost 6, actually. So running him in a grade 2 is probably not smart right now. Yeah, I needed to stick this guy to opens. But I think I did want to see what he would do in a grade 2. And it's good to know that that's too early for him. So that's fine. In fact, because he still has such a long time of development needed, I'll put him in this race in March. I don't think he needs to race any sooner than that. He'll be a little annoyed, but he'll be fine. So we got all that happening. Let me skip a week and see what we got going on here. How many races here? 3 more. I mean, it seems like I'm getting through this quicker when I do 3 races at a time, yeah? I feel like once we get to a heavier stretch of races, that's when I'll stop. But as long as we're doing 3, I can kind of keep moving through this, you know? Because doing 3 races and then heading to the main menu obviously is a lot easier than having like 7 races in a row I have to do, you know? Then that's when I'll be like, all right, that's going to take too long. Common Inspector up in a grade 3 here. Running 9 furlongs on the turf. I haven't said that at all today. I'll let you know I'm all about business, but on the turf, grade 3, Atlantic City, and we should be the favorite, and we are. Silver Arrow, good horse. May give us a little bit of a run, but let's take a look at Common Inspector. We still don't know much, but we know his leg type, his minimum distance. General House sired this guy. Black Ruby is the broodmare. He should be good. I mean, Gentle House hasn't failed us. Black Ruby, she's been hit or miss depending on the sire I've used, so yeah, this should be good for Common Inspector. I still don't know what his, I'm not sure what his ceiling is. It should be pretty high, but I don't want to say tier 1 yet. He should be a tier 1 horse, but I'm still waiting for us to really get a feel for that. I haven't felt it yet. I think it's there, but we just have to be sure. This will be his last race of the year. I'll get him on grade 1s next year. We'll see how he does. I'm feeling like he'll either be a really, really strong tier 1 horse or he'll be like a lower end tier 1 horse that I may not use for breeding. But that's a very early premature statement, so don't hold me to that. That's just kind of what I'm feeling right now. Usually the feeling I get with my horses early on is pretty accurate. Like if I feel like they're not going to be like east side band level, then they usually don't, right? Now I'm trying to slow him down more, but like, gosh, I don't want to slow him down too much. Crimson Charm and Personal Love, neither of them wanted to take the lead. You guys gotta, they just wanted to run a really slow pace today. Which they're entitled to do, but you know. Now, pretty good timing on the spurt. We are the favorites, so we should be able to claw in here, but not happening. Who is that running with us? That is Silver Arrow. I said that horse was good and Newman cleared out. Yep. That could be on me. You guys could totally put that on me. That's fine. But like I said, I felt this with him in his first 2 races. I'm not sure if he's going to be that type of horse. Because again, Black Ruby's been hit or miss as a broodmare. Usually with the right sire, she's given us good horses, but that hasn't always been the case. In fact, I'm not even sure if I'm retiring a single horse from Black Ruby yet, to be honest. So that was not a good race. I don't know where we finished. I wasn't even really looking just because like I said, I think he has the potential to be a tier 1 horse, but right now he's not really showing it. And I don't remember if his growth type is fast or if he's still developing, but these are relatively easier races he should be winning, and I'm just not figuring it out with them. So Common Inspector may be a lost cause. We're up in the 9 furlong open here on the dirt with Irish Hill. C-ranked horse. I like what he has to offer. I'm not sure if he'll be worth it for breeding, but we'll see. But yeah, like I said, I've felt that way about Common Inspector since his first race. It hasn't really changed. I think his stats won't be bad. Like, I think he'll have 60s, 70s, maybe an 80 stat in there. But again, we've let horses go with those stats. So that's why I'm saying tier 1 could be there. Right now, he's feeling more like a tier 2 horse, potentially. So I don't know. I may let him go, to be honest. Like, if I can't get dialed in with him right now, I don't think it's going to get that much better unless he has a later growth type. That will be his only saving grace. A later growth type means he still has more development to do, which means I need to be a little bit more patient. But I like to have a little bit of better rhythm and consistency with my 2-year-olds. And I just feel like I'm not in that window with him. So I might just let him go and just see how he develops with the AI. Unfortunately, if I let him go and I don't reveal any of his other stats, when we race against him, like, those stats are just going to have question marks. We're not really even going to know what his speed and stamina are, which is, that's going to be a little frustrating. But, again, I'm trying to cut down on horses. So if he's a horse I'm already kind of like on the fence about as a 2-year-old, since we have other good 2-year-olds that are already making a good case, I just don't know if, like, we need to put that pressure on ourselves with Common Inspector. Really wide run, but didn't have a choice. We'll finish better than 11th here, so let's just see how Irish Hill fights. Again, he's a C-ranked horse. I'm using him for his abilities, his leg type. I think that'll translate really nicely on dirt. And he's a gamer, man. He fights. He fights hard. Not saying we'll win a lot with him, but that's a good finish for a horse that was supposed to finish in 11th place. Finishes 5th. That's a money place finish. In this game, should be some prize money, so we'll take it, man. That's a good run for Irish Hill. So yeah, we have 7 2-year-olds. 3 of them have grade 1s already, and 3 of them also have grade 2s or grade 3 victories. Common Inspector and Rocky Hurricane, both of them have yet to win any graded stakes race, period. So I think they are the two horses that obviously I'm a little bit on the fence about. Not sure if I'm going to use them, which would make more sense as opposed to just sticking with all of 7 just because. You know what I mean? So, Rapid Blade in the Mile Champ. They say she can get the win, or she has a chance to win. She's the 3rd favorite. Happy Trial, Fine Asset tier, not much of a chance for Fine Asset. Laughing Hawk. I'm saying Rapid Blade has a better chance to win than Laughing Hawk. Here she is. There's her abilities. Got to get last corner leader. Hopefully we can set a good pace. I mean, she's not going to be the fastest. Speed is going to hurt her, for sure. But I'm hoping she runs strong enough otherwise to make this worthwhile. So this might be my last race, unless we have another 2 or 3 next week. But yeah, I would say Rocky Hurricane and Common Inspector as of now. I think heading into next year, if I'm not really figuring it out with him after a couple of their first races, and granted, Rocky Hurricane, I think he does have at least another year of development, so I think I should be patient with him. Common Inspector, I think, is supposed to be close to his peak, so I'm just not in that window with him yet. And I just don't know if I'm going to get there. I'm just not feeling it. And, like, I don't know. I might be okay letting him go, but I'll double check after we get back to the main menu and look it over and see if it'll be worth it. Mild Tornado, don't do this to me. Rapid Blade has suffered so much in her career from having races with horses that just want to set crazy paces out front. Like, I've rarely been able to run her in a race where she can comfortably set the tone of the pace. It's always these fools that want to run with us, man. It's so annoying. And I think she really has to be in first. I don't think she does well when she's not, so... Not ideal, man. Not ideal at all, but don't really have a choice. Don't really have a choice. Okay, now she gets last corner leader. I don't know, man. This is not feeling good. It's not feeling good at all. 13's coming. I don't know who that is. She's not supposed to win today, I know, but still, I at least want. She's got to finish in the top 3 here. She's trying her heart out, man, but that pace did not help us, and she's not going to finish in the top 3. It's so frustrating, man. Every one of her races, I have to chase the leaders, and I can't put her comfortably where she needs to be. This is where being a front. This is what I mean by front runner like types. Like sometimes on the wrong horses, it just does me in, and I just feel like there's not much I can do. That's so frustrating, man. It's really frustrating. She's a horse I want to keep, and I just like. It's so hard with her because I have to chase the pace. She's still growing, but you know I feel like that's a race she should be able to win, and she's not. You know, no grade 1 wins for her yet. It's only 6 wins out of 17 starts. She's been a struggle. I really want to use her for breeding, but I don't know. I may have to put my biasness aside. It would stink because she's like the last horse I've been connected to Great Bolero. So if we can't use her for breeding, that'll be it. She has bears and counterclockwise, not good. That was a counterclockwise track, wasn't it? No, it wasn't actually. Yeah, that wasn't a counterclockwise track. So they run her in a grade 3 in February. I think that's the best thing to do. That's counterclockwise too. Why would they allow me to put her in a race like that? Why would they dictate her? I should have. That's my fault. I should have read. But like, why are they suggesting a? I guess they don't consider horses' abilities when they schedule you for a race, huh? They just put you wherever. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know with Rapid Blade. It's really been the case of Great Bolero horses in his pedigree. They've all had such issues that have prevented them from being long-term good horses to use for breeding or anything. You know what I mean? It's disheartening. He was such a good horse. You want to keep his legacy alive, and none of his offspring in any generation have been able to really do much for us. So that's really disheartening. Yeah, Common Inspector, I don't know about this guy. He's feeling kind of like a dud to me. He's won 1 race, but we've dropped 2. That's not a good sign. If I'm dropping 2 early, that's not a good sign. So I gotta be honest, I just kind of want to let this guy go. I don't know what he'll be like, but I'm not sensing anything too crazy from him. You know, I'm not sensing that fight that I want. So I'll register him, but I think I'm just gonna let him go. He's one of those 2-year-olds I'm just like, I'm not feeling it, man. So disappointing with Rapid Blade. Safe to say, I don't know if winning grade 1s is going to be realistic with her. Maybe next year she'll turn a gear, but she's also not that fast. 70 is pretty slow at this point. Gosh, let me check her last 10. Like, what was she doing well in? Like, she's the last one connected to the Great Bolero, man. I could still retire her and use her for breeding, but I also got to hold on to her. Like, if I don't hit her goals, then I'm going to lose her before she's able to be retired. So she won a 7 furlong on the dirt over a year ago. Finished 3rd in a dirt race. Won a 15 furlong. She's been up and down. She hasn't been that great on turf. She's actually done much better on the dirt. That may be the problem. I mean, she's won on the turf, don't get me wrong, but I feel like she has the same amount of wins on the dirt. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what she's lacking on the turf, but I'll run her in the turf one more time next year. Depending on what she does with that grade 3, I'm going to put her in just regular grade 1s. Excuse me, I'm going to put her in just dirt races. All right, we have 2 grade 1s here. I'll knock these out because, again, it's not too many races, but I don't think I'm getting through to the end. Might make these my last 2 officially. I'm actually getting tired and more hungry by the minute, and we still have too much racing to do. So maybe I can get back to this later today. That's probably what I'll actually end up doing. I'll get back to it because it's actually past midnight, so I'll get back to it once I get home later today. That's what I'll do. So Little Mai up in the Independence. She's got to win here today. She wins here today, she might be able to secure the GWS Dirt, but it's going to be hard because Fine Midnight, Fine Show, these horses are competing with us as well. So It's all or nothing here for Little Mai. All or nothing. She can do it. It's going to be tough. But yeah, I'll make these my last two, and then I'll finish the rest of the grade ones later today. Oh man, so much racing. So much racing, honestly. Kind of getting to that burnt out point. You guys can't tell. I don't usually play this much Gallop Racer in one sitting. Because even on the days where I used to do 2-hour uploads, like we weren't racing as much as we are now because we didn't have as many horses. Like we just have too many horses right now. I don't know how I let it get to this point. Abusing the breeding function by trying to get like 6 to 8 foals a year, that's an easy way to get too many horses. And then picking up horses that I think I needed to pick up, but maybe I should have done it at a different time. That also has contributed. And then, can't forget, the game is giving me horses. We've received at least 3 or 4 horses, I think in the last 2 years, from trainers. It all adds up, man. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that adds up. If you just add 3 more horses to your roster, that's an additional 20 plus races on average. You know, that means you'll race each of them, what, at least 5 to 7 times a year minimum? Yes, that's an extra 20 races you're doing as a whole. Multiply that times 3, an extra 60 races. That's what I mean. That's why I'm setting the goal for 15. Long-term, 15 horses. They're just going to have to be the best of the best. I'm going to have to put biasness aside. We're going to have to put favoritism aside, attachment aside, and really just stick to the best horses that will give us what we need for breeding. I go back to Rapid Blade. She's connected to the Bolero. I feel like I should still retire her as long as I can keep her again. If I struggle with her, then I may not even have a chance to retire her. So that would stink. But what I'm probably going to do with Rapid Blade, I'll probably race her less. That way she has proper time. She has more time in between. And I won't have to risk maybe, you know, I want her to get closer towards her retirement stage. Little Mai, half a furlong left to go. She's trying. She's really trying. She's not going to get the win here. Tough race. Really tough race. She gets third. Feels like another race. If we had inside leverage, I could have done better. But the inside hasn't been open for us, really. Fine show. I talked about that horse. Major Song finishing second. Double S on the spurt. I think I did as best as I could, man. You know, just kind of unfortunate circumstances for us with Little Mai. But yeah, that stinks. Because I don't know if she's in. I don't know if she'll be a Hall of Famer. And I can't remember. I don't think I've won a GWS with her. So crazy to think she might retire without being a Hall of Famer. Eastside Band will end today in the Neptune Stakes, 9 furlongs. This is a cakewalk for her. Her stamina rating finally dropped 1 point. That's not even saying anything. So yeah, this is where I will end for now. Lots of racing, lots of wins today still, and races I wish I could have back. But ultimately, the races I'm losing are making me realize those are horses I probably shouldn't retire. You know, because like the horses I'm winning on consistently, to me, they're going to give us better value for breeding, right? Because I'm going to be performing better with them, giving them better stats. If I'm losing races with horses, I'm not helping their breeding profile. I'm not helping their overall record. And those are horses I probably have to be more realistic with when it comes to whether or not I should retire them for breeding. Well, that's not the case for every single horse, but a majority of them, yeah. Rapid Blade, again. Great Bolero was an awesome dirt horse. I still feel we can tap into that dirt pedigree. It's just been such a struggle. Now, who is this? Dancing Pegasus. Okay, you're actually a decent horse, but like, why are we doing this? It's been a really frustrating year of running against the AI when it comes to their front running. They haven't really blocked me. You know what I mean? Which has been nice. Because that used to be my biggest pet peeve, them blocking me. Now that hasn't become an issue. Now it's the fact that they want to go out and set a lead by 10 lengths. But Dancing Pegasus is a pretty good front runner. So I'll give this horse a pass. This is still way further than I wish to be. And it's only okay because we're on the East Side Band. And Green World is not happy. Hopefully that horse doesn't try to overtake us. Eastside Band really is Flightline-like, isn't she? Here we go. I don't know who that 7 horse is trying to run with us. That is Sparking Nova. Ooh, I forgot about Sparking Nova. That's a great horse to compete against. Eastside Band's got it in the bag, though. She's got it in the bag. 92 stamina is always going to help you in these type of situations. And it's another great one. She gets closer to a mid-champ title. She might have it there. I recall saying last time out, one more win at that distance. We'll see. Last race so far for me in this recording session. And Eastside Band continues. She's only 4, guys. I can still race her for another 4 years, and I'm going to. Like, I want to achieve as much as I can with her. Seriously. Because she'll set the bar for what would be considered our best horse. No horse has achieved better than what she's done for us, so she'll set the bar. 2.5 length winner over Sparking Nova. That should be her mid-champ title, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Ah, man. 39 races in this episode. That doesn't sound like a lot, but guys, that's a lot. Especially in one sitting. I've taken my breaks in between, but still. I was committed to playing a lot of Gallop Racer today. I'm just kind of burned out now. So, Lockwood still has a chance to win the sprint. The Turf Special Impact ran away with it, so nothing for Glam Queen or Angel Hearts this year, which is fine. They're 3 years old. We can still run them back next year. They may have a better chance. And we're not going to win anything for the Dirt. Fine show, too good. Wonderwell is too competitive. So Lockwood has the only chance to still win a title. Turf and Dirt are basically out of the question. We're not going to that thing. And no title for Eastside Band yet. I thought that would be it. Does she not? Is she seriously not there yet? She's not. That's crazy. 14 Grade 1 wins, 17 wins at 18 starts. She's only lost 1 race. We still have a lot to achieve with Eastside Band. This is not the bar, not even close. 7 to 12 next year. I really don't know what to do with her. Lawn Champ? The Climax Stakes? I mean, she doesn't really need to run like a... She needs to stay in Grade 1s. I don't need to run her... Yeah, I think the Climax will be fine. She can handle 12 furlongs, for sure. So we'll do that with her. And Little Mai. I'm kind of bummed, man. I want her to be a Hall of Famer, but she already peaked. But I keep forgetting she's 4. I really should have had her in the GWS as a 3-year-old. Or does she win it as a 3-year-old? I could be completely misremembering. No, she has no titles. That's crazy. Not even a Dirt Champ title yet. Her next Dirt win should be a Dirt Champ title. So, she may not be a Hall of Famer, but she doesn't need to be. I think for a Dirt horse, she's doing what we need her to do. And her stats aren't that great, but she's been fun. So, I'll get her in a Dirt race next year, whenever I can. February Stakes. She should be able to win that. And we have 1 race, Philly Cup, coming up here with Flying Home. Perhaps I can end on that note. Actually, since there's only 1 race. But officially, this will be it. officially. Because I wasn't expecting just to have 1 race. Doesn't matter what I have after this, I'm not even going to look. I'll save, and that'll be it. So, Philly Cup with Flying Home. She should be the favorite, and she is. And Flaring Gleam's good. Rough Bird's pretty. Gosh, it's just, I cannot believe it's been so many good horses I've had to run against in the game this year on hard. Like I gotta say, this is probably the toughest it's been for me in this game ever, competition wise. The only reason why we're doing so well is because we also have very good horses. If this was 10 years ago on this file, this would be a miserable year probably in the game. Well, not miserable, but it'd be bad. You know, 10 years ago in year 30, yeah, this would be a very troublesome type of year where I would not be happy with what's happened. But because we have such great horses that have really carried us, and horses that I actually am very comfortable with and I know how to race, this is the toughest ever I can't recall a tougher year in the game where I've raced against so many good AI horses at once. They've literally put so many of them in the game at once. That's just very unusual. But again, I think this is good because it's allowed us to really see where our horses measure up. That's why I think it's easier to kind of decide which horses will retire for breeding and which ones I've decided to let go. So Flying Home, looking for her first Grade 1 victory here today. Hopefully she can get it done. But again, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. Gosh, this is going to be well over 3 hours, I imagine. I could split this up, but that's just going to take too long. This is going to be the most basic edit. I'm not putting the real race graphics or anything. I'm just going to put this in my Sony Vegas, make sure everything is synced up, edited together, grab clips if I need to, and render it. I'm keeping it that simple for this episode because the editing would be too much. Not even worth it. You guys know what these races are by now, most of them at least. Here we come with Flying Home. This is our race to win, man. This is our race to win. She's still fighting. She's got to kick in. Does she have an ability that will help us out? She should have stretch burst. Oh, she's powering uphill. No stretch burst because she doesn't need it. She just wins this on merit. What a girl. That's a tough win in the 8 furlong Filly Cup. Flying Home gets her first Grade 1 victory. That is an awesome win, man. Seriously, that is an awesome win. Forgot to even write what I did for Eastside Band at her 9 furlong. Flying Home gets her first Grade 1 victory. She does it in style. Mid-champ. That was 9 furlong. She should be close to mid-champ. Maybe she wasn't yet, but either way. Okay, the mile, I can take those away. Length and a quarter winner over Rough Bird. Almost a perfect race. Flying Home. Again, looks like a legitimate 2-year-old for us. So, yeah, Common Inspector I think I'm going to let go. And Rocky Hurricane I'm still going to let develop. But all the other 2-year-olds, they've shown that they are worth it so far, man. So, 8 furlong winner there for Flying Home. Gets her first Grade 1 victory. And that is going to end my recording session here for now. I'll just make sure to put her in a race for next year so I don't forget. 71 speed. So she'll hit her peak at the end of next year. Its response isn't good, neither is the toughness rating. But she's undefeated and she's 4 for 4, so I think we'll have to kind of bypass the stats, yeah. 9 furlongs minimum, don't know where her max is. Put her in a Grade 3 in February. And yeah, that is where I will end so far. I'll come back to this later today, which is going to be probably, once I get home from work. And yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. We'll probably have another 12 or so races to finish before this entire video is through. So that's what we'll do, and I will see you guys once I get back to finish out year 40 in Gallop Racer 2004.
Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.